Okay, y'all. Word on the street is there has been a firing in Carmelo Anthony's case. And they're saying that this person violated his rights. There's a lot of people that violated his rights. The judge violated his rights. The prosecutors violated his rights. His own lawyer violated his rights. So if this person just got fired, is that to say is some more people about to get dealt with? I'm just asking, y'all. I'm just asking. But anyway, we're going to talk about it. Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To my day ones, twos, threes, and fours, thank you so very much. I appreciate you all and welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. So everything is alleged, some is not. And the fair act use is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. First, I want to say happy Tuesday. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Please stay safe and all that good stuff. Please stay aware of your surroundings. And please, y'all, watch the company that you keep, because it just may save your life or keep you out of trouble. Okay, y'all? So let's get to it. Let's get to it. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Look like some heads is turning, y'all. The fact that all of these people was in cahoot, the lawyers, the prosecutors, the judge, all of these people down there's connections between, you know, the McCaffs and all of this stuff, and even wardens on the, at the prison. They had it all just lined up for how they was going to do Carmelo dirty, y'all. And now the dominoes are falling. People are getting fired. And I know other bloggers want you to just feel like all hope is lost and there's not going to be no justice. But this kid's, y'all, rights were violated by a lot of people. So if one just got fired, does that mean the other ones are going to get away with violating his rights? I'm just asking y'all. Or is that going to be the scapegoat? Is this person the scapegoat? I'm just asking. But anyway, y'all, this woman right here she did work for the county. She is Melanie Stoller. And word on the street is, y'all, she was the clerk that handled this case. And she just got fired. She just got fired, y'all, for violating, you know, Carmelo Anthony's rights. She was giving away information to people that was posting stuff up that, you know, was harming the case. Harming the case. When you got the, y'all, this is crazy. When you got a woman like this, that is the clerk, and she's going into information and passing it on so they can make sure that they bury this kid off of something he didn't even start. There was a cover up from the start, y'all. Yes, this woman right here has been fired. Word on the street is what everybody talking about. She got fired. And they said she leaked info about Carmelo Anthony. The Collin County court clerk got fired for leaking info to right-wing journalist Sarah Fields, just what they saying, who just let Jeff McCaff go on a Ray to the Sis rant on X, okay, y'all, about the case. And there is text messages, posts, all that stuff to prove it. And she was just fired, y'all. Just fired. Here, this is her name right here, Melanie Stoller. I messaged you. Check your messages. She's talking to the journalist, y'all. Sarah Fields that's been going in talking all kind of stuff. You know, everybody been talking about the Sarah Fields woman, and that she was an inside playing on all this stuff too. But yeah, this woman is the woman that was feeding her information. She just lost her job, y'all. And I got all the information. Shout out to, you know, Mr. Williams, because he put it up. A lot of people's posting it. But this is one of the places where I got it from. She said, I missed your live about Melanie. And the other day, what happened with that? She was a clerk, a court clerk for another court. She looked up this case and she leaked that what judge was assigned to me, not Sarah. So this woman was leaking a lot of stuff. And if she did this once, you think she ain't do this again before? This is something that she probably do all the time, y'all. But she was leaking information. And they didn't care about anything that was being done, long as it was a negative toward Carmelo. And at the same time, they were, trying to hide anything that had to do with the twins. Everybody's talking about it now on social media, how the judge allowed them, okay? And made sure that they didn't give out any information. Everybody was like, why in the world was this case move so fast? Why in the world there were no more witnesses and this and that and this? Well, they wanted us to believe that the twins' background had nothing to do with what happened to Carmelo, when that had everything to do with what happened to Carmelo. And the judge is the reason why. Allegedly. Mr. Roach, y'all. He is the reason why they did not pull up those twins' background. Y'all, when I tell y'all they was doing some underhanded stuff to keep him behind bars, they did everything in their power. But it's all coming out now. It's all coming out. Is she going to be the scapegoat? They can't make her the scapegoat. Because she's just one of many people that made sure that this kid went to jail. Seriously, y'all, this is crazy. Melanie Stoller, I just got suspended without pay pending this investigation, and because she looked into the case, and I guess it had nothing to do with her. She's supposed to just be the clerk and file stuff. She wasn't supposed to be going to files and passing on information. So at first she got suspended. Then when they found out all this information, and I told y'all the internet is undefeated, they went on and fired her, y'all. They went on and fired her tail up out of there. Lord have mercy, y'all. And they got all the receipts right here. All the receipts. Everything was stacked against Carmelo. Everything. From that day showing up, everything was stacked against him. He had street association stalking going on. They covered up the stalking because things didn't end the way they thought it would. And he had all of these people that know each other, friends, the jurors, everybody, that was given an assignment. And they did that. Whatever the judge told them to do, they did that, y'all. So now reports are coming out that Melanie Stoller was her personal file is public. This is what they're saying, that her personal file is public, but Collin County is hiding it. They said normally when somebody gets terminated from a job like that, it's public record. It's public record. But the county, they try to hide it. What else ain't they hiding, y'all? Is this the first time this clerk did this to a person of color that they went to jail? I'm asking y'all. I told y'all this was the first of many. To me, my personal opinion. And y'all let me know in the comment section, do y'all think that there's going to be some more? Some more, y'all. People going to jail over this situation. They didn't got the clerk. Who's next? Who's next? Because word on the street is his own lawyer used to work with, they had a firm with the prosecutor. They buddies. They're buddies. And they call themselves crossing all the T's and dotting all the I's to make sure that Carmelo went to prison. And he got dealt with in prison. That's why they call themselves sending them to the McCaff's family members' prison, where family member is the warden. I mean, they had this lined up. And if we're seeing them do this to him, how many times have they done this before, y'all? That's the question. That's the question. There's some serious investigation going on right now, y'all. Some serious investigating going on. This is her page. Rest in peace, Austin. Never forget Austin. This woman was leaking information. They said if you are working around a situation like this and this and that, you're supposed to be neutral till you hear everything. But everybody worked against Carmelo, hid information about the twins. And they put anything that they could find out on Carmelo. And when they couldn't find nothing, they made up some shit. Okay, y'all? They made up some stuff. Squeaky clean background. Squeaky clean. They want to act like he a straight thug, thizzle. This is what they try to act like with Carmelo. Somebody that saved somebody's life, somebody that was working 2 jobs, somebody that got 20-something scholarships. Okay? Somebody that was the coach of 2 teams. Okay? He was the coach of 2 teams. This was a busy kid, y'all. He was. Carmelo was so busy. Working 2 jobs and coaching two different teams. I think it was a football and track or something like that. I don't even know what all he was doing. But he was doing a lot. He was the coach of both. He was that outspoken. And I told y'all he had the same mentality to me when they were, because they got a video that they're playing on social media about Karmelo Anthony. And how he talked to, the other team members and this and that and that and this. He was in their tail trying to pull out the greatness in everybody. He had that type of mentality. And it reminded me of Jordan when Jordan used to trash talk his team members and stuff like that. But it wasn't for to start no stuff. It was to make them better. This is what Jordan did. Did it look like Jordan was bullying people when he was trash talking? No, right? But they wanted to make it look as if Carmelo was trash talking people. If that's the case, why did he get captain of both teams? Ask yourself this question, y'all. It doesn't make no sense. A lot of people is comparing cases that went down in Collin County too, and showing that a lot of people that's in Collin County, they do what the judge wants them to do. They do what the prosecutors want them to do. They don't come as a juror and use their own brain and is presented with information that should get the other person locked up. They go in there and sit in that seat already knowing what they going to do, when, where, who, what, when, where, and why. Just another case right here. Similar to Carmelo, y'all. This guy, I guess he was sitting in a car or something. And somebody, I think they said somebody assaulted him, punched him in the face or something like that. He pulled out a weapon and he pow. This Jason guy. And they said that it was self-defense. They said there was, he was in fear of his life. They dropped the demise charge, no prison time, and fear was justified because of the color of his skin, y'all. But when it came down to Carmelo, he was convicted of first-degree demise, sentenced to 35, and fear was not even accepted. When he had 2 professional judos, okay, all up in his face with their friends surrounding him. They snatched his book bag. They admitted to snatching his book bag. They act like they didn't hear that, okay? They put their hands on him. They admitted to that. Even though they try to act like it was a push or a shove, but we know different. We know different, that it had to be more to it than that. We saw him hauling tail up out that tent as if he was running for his life. We saw people chasing him. They wasn't going to just break him off up under that tent. They was going to do it in front of the world. In front of everybody. If they would have caught him, if Austin would not have got stuck, they would have chased him. And they all would have still jumped him. Right in front of everybody. But things did not go the way they thought they would. And it turned out that one of the bullies get taken out. And we don't even know how. Because he was stuck. But how do we not know he didn't fall further on it? Because he fell. It was raining. The bleachers were slippery. Who wants to get into a pause session on some rainy, wet bleachers? Who want to do that? Apparently, street association stalkers. They want to do that. They saw a chance to start some shitter at school, which they wasn't even supposed to be there. First day back. First day back to the track meet. Already got in some trouble. First day back. And they started some more shitter. These were troubled kids. And they hid their records. They didn't even allow it. They didn't even allow for to put information in front of the jurors. In front of the world. To let people know what type of person that Austin and Hunter were. What type of people they were. They were bullies. And they hid all of that. Just so they could get this 35-year sentence on him. Now, I'm going to ask y'all. If they just fired one person, do you think they about to fire some more? Do you think this judge is going to get disbarred because of how he did this child? Y'all, a lot of people is peed off about it. They really are. And so many celebrities that came out and put in money toward this lawsuit. I mean, this case. There's going to be a lawsuit too. I do believe that for sure. You don't take a good child that has no background and getting in no type of trouble and turn them into a monster. For two monsters and turn them around and make them look like they angels. The truth is always going to come out, regardless of whether they like it or not. But y'all let me know in the comment section, do you all think there's some more firing about to go on, that the shitter is about to hit the fan? Because if they done got rid of one person, you best believe they about to find a trail of others. And the internet, like I told you, is undefeated. They digging into everybody's information. And I can't wait till they find out who those jurors were. Because I bet you they were some of their friends. But anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Please like, share, subscribe if you like the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace.